I have in my hand here an iPad stand and case, which you can see. Basically, it has an integrated keyboard in it, but it can also be used for transporting an iPad safely. So basically, inside this little box comes three things. We have a user manual, which you can see here. We have a cable here, which terminates on one end with a USB and a mini USB on the other end. This is basically used for charging this unit. If you see the unit itself, the key points are this. There's an integrated keyboard in it. There's a slot here for holding an iPad. And in terms then of buttons, etc., there's a connect button, which we'll use to tie via Bluetooth the iPad to this keyboard. We have an on-off switch here, and we also have a charging port here, and there's indeed a docking port here for dropping the iPad into this. So I have this in the on switch, but it's not turning on simply because there's no charge in it. So what I'm going to have to do now is just use this cable here, charge it on. I'll tilt this forward, and you can actually see now these lights will come on immediately. So the next thing is we want to put this in a mode where it's getting ready to connect to the iPad. So you have to tell it, let's connect. So I press the connect button and I hold it in, and you can see we have a flashing blue light. So I know that this keyboard now is now looking for an iPad to connect it. So what I do then is I go into the iPad itself, and I come along and go to the settings menu. And I'll just go in here, and you can see there's a menu option here called Bluetooth. So I'll actually come along here, and it says Bluetooth keyboard. So I'll come along there, and it's asked me to enter this code here. So I will say 7650, enter, and now it's connected. Okay, so if we went anyway to a website, so for instance here, we can come along, normally we'll say we'd probably put a keyboard there to enter certain things, but now I can come along here and I can just type in iPad. And we can actually see my device has been listed up here. So it's paired like that. Now at the end of the process here, we can go back to the settings menu, and it can ask you, do you want to forget the device? So you can actually drop it off, or you can leave it stored in memory, so it's much easier to pair it in next time. Just slot it in to remember the device and recognize it. So I find this a very, very nifty little unit. In terms of the actual transportation, things like that on it, I'm just going to lift out this unit and just show another feature. If we were just using this for transportation, if we look here, there's a total of 8 rubber bungs here, 3 here, another 3 here, and 2 in the corner. What we could do actually is, there's ellipse on the back here to hold it in position. What we can actually do is we can just slide this in here, and then I just click it in here like that, and you can see where you can use it for transportation like that. Just get your finger in here and pop it back out. So that's it anyway, an overview of the iPad stand, keyboard and case.